So, wir sind auf der Buchmesse Frankfurt 2009. Hier ist ebookreaderforum.de und wir sind bei dem Bookeen Stand, wo wir hier in Schwarz das ältere Modell sehen vom Cybook und in Weiß das brandneue Opus Modell. Es sieht kleiner, leichter, hübscher aus. Und wir müssen das Interview hier mit einem der Product Manager auf Englisch führen. Ist aber kein Problem, wir werden das später in ein paar Zeilen dann nochmal näher erläutern. So, we have here the old model in black and the new model in white, the Opus.
Yeah.
What are the main differences between the two, between the old model and the new model? What is the improvement?
I think so. There are improvements which are clear. I will talk about that later in terms of specification. But the first differences are that the white model is much compact than the black model, and it was really something that we wanted to do here. It was to have something which can fit in a pocket, or which can fit mainly in the purse of a woman. The other thing that we really wanted to do with this new device was to bring something which much cooler design, let's say, much funky or much sexy design, and this is what we did with the Opus, which is really appreciated by everyone who see it and find it very different than what currently exists on the market. So these are the main differences. The screen is a bit smaller on the Cybook Opus. It's 5" instead of 6". But the main advantage is that you gain a lot in terms of DPI resolution. You have 200 DPI on the Cybook Opus against 170 DPI, which is the current DPI you find everywhere. 200 DPI is very close to paper resolution. So now let's go. I will just make the first big advantages that you find on the Bookeen products is the weight. So you can't see it on video, but you can see the thickness of the device, which is very thin. The Bookeen Cybook Generation 3 was 175 grams, and the Cybook Opus is only 150 grams, which is barely the weight of a famous smartphone from a company, an American company. So
okay, we all know what it means.
We know what it means. So it's only 150 grams. It's also a bit thicker than the Cybook Generation 3, but it's the price to pay to have something much more compact. So the surprise has been discovered, but now what are the differences in terms of technology? Both of them are using e-paper. I won't explain to your forum to your blogs reader what is e-paper, but everybody knows that the power consumption is very low, and in both cases we have a very long battery life of 3 weeks or 8,000 pages that you can turn with one battery refill only.
This is very good, yeah.
The other difference in terms of technical point of view is that the Cybook Opus has 1 GB of internal memory, which represents 1,000 books, which is a huge number of books. On the Cybook Generation 3 we had only 512 megabytes, which is 500 books.
Can you add external memory to the Opus?
Yes, so there is a tiny difference between the two products. On the Cybook Generation 3, you have here a SD slot where you can add 4 gigabytes until 4 gigabytes SD card. And on Cybook Opus over there, you have a micro SD card, which is very common and that you find, and most of the time which are cheaper, and you can go also to 4 gigabytes.
These are the same micro SD cards like, for example, Nokia uses for its mobile phones?
Exactly, yes. Okay. We don't support SDHC, which are very high capacity micro SD card, but just to give you an idea, if you had 4 gigabytes, you reach 5,000 books for the whole memory, which is a lot of books.
Yeah, first to buy them all.
Yeah, first. So now, how does these two devices working? These two devices are working with a USB connection, no wireless. This is clearly your choice. We think that the way the people are buying books or downloading books is mainly done from a computer point of view. So they are on the computer, you use your computer as a downloading station, you choose the books that you want to download, either free books that you can find on the internet like Google Books, where there are more than 1 million books available for free, or you can buy German books, of course, or French or English books, but if we talk about German, you can go on Libri.de or Libreka, and these two sites are working with Adobe DRM, Adobe EPUB format, and both of them are compatible with the two devices. Just to give a little explanation, the Cybook Generation 3 right now is not EPUB compatible, but it will be in the next few weeks.
Okay.
But the Cybook Opus is natively EPUB compatible. So when you buy your books, you just need to download a small application from Adobe on your PC or your Mac, and then you will be able to buy books from Libri or Libreka and then put them on your device. The device is working by default as a USB key, so if you plug it to your Mac or PC, you don't need to install no software for free books download or even your own documents. We currently read HTML and text files, and also a new format which is a Russian format, but your forum readers will know about it. It's called FP2. So we read FP2, HTML, text, and EPUB, and PDF, of course, on these devices. So the next main difference between the two devices, this one has sound, this one has not. We really wanted to focus on reading. And the other thing, which we had an issue with the small screen. It gives great advantages in terms of portability, handability. It's very handy, I mean. But if I bring a PDF on it, it becomes quite difficult to read. So what we did is that we add an accelerometer to switch directly to
this is cool.
landscape mode. So if you take a PDF file, you just need to turn your device and then it will zoom inside the book. It's the more efficient way to read PDF. So even with a small screen, you can read PDF. You see it's very smooth and very...
and you can also enlarge the font if you say like I need bigger letters, you can do it easily.
Yes. So the two firmware that are inside are very close. I will show you the latest firmware which is present currently in the Cybook Opus. Let's go and make a little trial. So first of all, as you can see, we have a very fast screen. We can switch very fast the screen and choose the books that we want very fast. So let's choose this book. I just press, and the book, you see here the LED, and the book is opening very fast.
Okay, this is really fast.
As you can see here, the image is very crisp, and it's only black and white. Let's move. Let's turn the page. So if you think it's too long, you just need to press. These two buttons here are especially made to press the pages and to be held with one hand. So let's turn a page. And if you want to go faster, you just keep your finger pressed and you go very fast.
Fast forward.
Once you need to stop, you just release the button, it stops immediately. So now let's go into the features you can have in EPUB and PDF. EPUB, you can go to directly some parts of your books. Like let's go to the second chapter or second part. And you can do it just by pressing the button. It jumps directly to the second chapter. It takes some time. I hope it will open. Is it a big book? I hope. Okay.
Here we are. Yes.
So it was a big book. So now you can do other things. You can change the font size. And as you can see, we have 12 sizes.
This is very comfortable.
Yeah, this is very comfortable. And one time again, you choose a large font. So I think it will take some time, one time again. The chapter seems to be very big. So one big advantage here is that we will be able to, thanks to, it's very long, sorry. The advantage that you can, one time again, you can switch and have the text in landscape mode, so the lines will be larger. I'm sorry, this book is very slow. We switch to another book, but this one is quite slow.
We picked the biggest book you have. Does it have like a search functionality?
No, we don't have. Not in this firmware. We don't have search function. We have we have right now we have you can go wherever you want. When you quit a book and you go back to the book, you will find exactly at the same place, so you don't lose.
Okay.
You don't lose where you are. But we are adding more functions at every firmware currently. So on the last firmware we did not have FP2. Now we have FP2 format.
So that means your strategy is once you buy the Opus, there will be improved features over the time by just uploading a new firmware.
Exactly. Yes.
This is very good to know.
So.